Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the State of the Game Lacrosse podcast. Here we are live, Charlestown, Massachusetts, at the State of the Game headquarters. Got Eagle on the ones and twos, Sam Eisenstadt, myself,
Folks.
Jack the Stump Gump. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. Like we said, we got a great little show here planned. Some hilarious moments from over the last week here in the State of the Game, but also some great games here this weekend. So let's jump right into it. We wanted to start off with a little bit of controversy in Booker Corrigan and the UNC game.
For context, too, you don't have like all the pieces. You just saw the video, right?
And so I was watching a little bit of that game, and I thought it was like funny, but it wasn't a big deal.
Did you catch it live? Like you caught the game live on Corrigan Sports Network?
No, I saw the highlight. I was watching the game and then tuned out.
Did they put the highlights with the like? Did they have that in the highlights?
No, I meant like I saw that clip on Twitter.
Yeah.
I had popped in and out of the game.
So for everybody watching, Gump doesn't have like the full story. So I'm gonna do like an outline of like what happened and everything else from Twitter because there's a lot going on in Twitter.
And I thought I was like, oh, this is funny, lacrosse, low budget sport.
But you saw the clip, right?
Oh yeah. So I was like, that's not a big deal.
So basically the clip is like he goes, okay, we're going to a media review, and he literally says, I, Booker Corrigan, he goes, I, Booker Corrigan, am the review team. Like, he probably says like 3 times, I'm doing the review. Like, this is pre-agreed upon, I'm doing the review, me, Booker. He literally says, I, Booker Corrigan, am doing the review. And then you hear a walkie-talkie.
But that's him pleading to the broadcast team.
No, and that makes sense. Like, he's letting the broadcast team know. And, like, all the fans
I'm
watching.
putting on a different hat.
So, like, that's fine. You hear a walkie-talkie of him clicking a walkie-talkie and literally saying, I don't see definitive evidence of number 7 on UNC stepping in the crease, like, that challenge is void. Basically.
And he just can't get the angle right either.
Well, again, not his fault at all that, like, they... Actually, I mean, now that I'm saying it out loud, it's Corrigan Sports Network. Like, I think he's a VP at the company. Like, he probably does have some input in terms of, like, where the angles are coming from. But that's not even the craziest thing. So, the NCAA... posted, there's 2 separate posts after the thing.
Yeah.
The NCAA posts that basically their post is like everything was up to code with this, and Booker Corrigan wasn't the one making the call. There was referees with an iPad on the field who actually made the call. That's what the NCAA said on Twitter on an official account. NCAA Lacrosse.
Yeah, I saw that.
You saw that?
Yeah.
Then Corrigan Sports Network issues a statement. Did you know about that or no?
I didn't see his statement.
So
I saw the NCAA's, and I was like, what are they even getting at here?
Corrigan Sports Network issues a statement that essentially says, like, similar to the NCAA, that Booker wasn't the one that was making the call. There was a separate isolated review team on the field on an iPad reviewing it. That's the Corrigan Sports Network. That's what they put out.
When I've seen UMass review calls, it's the refs, and then, like, I don't know if it's a third party, it's like people in the field. So that's what was so confusing about the clip, though, that it's Booker. Like, guys, can we roll that back?
Because clearly, that's what's funny. Clearly, in the clip, Booker is saying, I, Booker Corrigan, am the review team, and then you hear a fucking walkie-talkie click, and then he says, like, hey, the call is void. And then the refs radio back and say, can we rewind that back because we have to get the time right. So clearly, that statement is just like, not to piggyback because like he's getting a ton of shit on Twitter and like in all likelihood is a good guy.
He's a great guy. He's the man.
But it was like there's the statement along with the video makes no like
statement
zero
from
sense.
Who though?
Corrigan Sports Network. They're the ones that issued the statement. That's what makes it like. And on top of all of this, I was on Twitter at like 9 last night scrolling, and you know, like obviously, like there's a shit ton of burner accounts. Like,
oh yeah.
the betting accounts especially are like out of control. Like they'll comment literally on like
they'll come after your family.
Yeah, it's nuts. But the burner accounts were hounding Corrigan Sports Network's post, hounding. And Corrigan the Network Sports, I checked at 9. It was literally like they responded to some. I went through all the replies. They responded. It'll be like Corrigan Sports 45 minutes ago, Corrigan Sports 47 minutes ago, like replying to like each and every comment, basically just being like, yeah, you should check it because it's.
Well, no, because I saw a tweet from him and I didn't connect it. It was a very cryptic tweet looking for some perspective from Booker, and I felt terrible for him. He issued a tweet.
My favorite tweet on the whole saga, too, is...
He goes, sometimes I look up at the stars and think to myself, maybe those aren't stars. Maybe those are holes in heaven where our loved ones can look down on us and help us become the best version of ourselves. My dad told me last night's broadcast was an all-time great.
Dude...
I love him.
No, he's great, and like the highlights of him being like Nifty, like the race to Nifty, like all that shit was huge. And like,
dude, he defined a generation.
Yeah, like
he was that big guy, like he would go crazy on calls, right?
The MIAA specific.
Yeah,
Time! Wrong!
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And he was like very funny, but. I mean, the statement is like absurd. You look up Corrigan Sports Network.
I'm trying. My Twitter search bar is so bad.
But yeah, like all time. Plus, like, dude, if betting lacrosse Twitter is coming after you,
oh, you're in trouble.
Like, that's not a good place to be.
I think like betting lacrosse Twitter's gotten bigger too this year. I mean,
dude, it's yes.
Shit, when the UMass game a couple weeks ago got moved to a bubble, there was a guy who went after Colin Thompson. Shout out Colin Thompson. We love Colin Thompson, but it's some guy getting after him, like
pissed
that it goes inside and he can't see it.
Yeah,
like that was a ULO game, right?
It was.
Yeah.
But I'm trying.
Colin's he's not the one, man.
No, you don't want to try that guy.
Not want to try Colin.
Yeah, dude.
The Gorilla Faithful, no. Colin's not the one, baby.
They also, like, at the end of it, like, in typical fashion, like, apologize to each other. I don't know if you saw that. But
I didn't catch the end. I almost came after that kid. Like, dude, shut up. No one cares about your bet. One of my favorite statements ever, I don't know if it was part of my take. It was some, maybe Barstool. It's just a t-shirt that says, no one cares about your bet. Shut up, dude.
Dude, I would love to know, like, the age. He's a Syracuse fan, so I'm assuming, like, he's an upstate guy, which...
Definitely in, like, his... he's either in his early 30s or his like early 20s and is an asshole either way.
Yeah.
Stop tweeting at the men. Some random girl is running the social media page. She's probably like a college girl. Like,
speaking of which,
she has nothing to do with the freaking game going indoors.
Dude. Speaking of which, the Syracuse's, Virginia's, Maryland's of the world, when they lose a game. And literally a social media intern who's the one operating that account, like, these people think they're tweeting it like Lars Tiffany. Like, like literally.
I can remember too back in the day, like thinking it was the head coach tweeting stuff. And I remember like when I was in high school, like you be like UMass drops one or like something like that, and like damn, like Coach Cannell is like kind of like that was an interesting post from him.
Yeah.
Then obviously getting older and realizing the coaches are nowhere near that page.
They're like probably. Don't even like look like you're not.
Like Coach has a nickname for Jeff, the Borica Butcher. I wonder what nickname he's gonna give me,
dude. I mean, we got to wrap up on the Corrigan sports thing.
Yeah, tie a bow on that.
Yeah, but like I don't think he did anything wrong in the moment. Like, and there was a tweet that was basically like, all right, there's two things. There's a tweet that was like that they agreed upon that Booker would serve as like the
I'm gonna go back to the NCAA's one.
Like that he would serve as the review board basically if there was like a call review, which makes sense because
it's
like,
such a political statement. They're like they were aware of the questions concerning the video review, And it was in accordance. So they're saying that they were working together.
No, in accordance means that it was basically like compliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
140,000 views.
Wow. Another of my favorite tweets, and again, this will tie a bow on it, was somebody tweeted, and I almost want to like track down the tweet. I didn't send it to the group, but somebody tweeted that they were basically like, Booker doesn't make a dime off of this. Like, he's just doing this to grow the game. And it's like, he's not going to go through the like, you know how much of a fucking hassle it is to like set up all the cameras. You got to coordinate the venue. Like, you got to make sure the stream is good, the paywall, like all that shit. Like, there is like, what are you, 10 years old? Like, thinking he's not like making money off this? Like,
he is a huge proponent of the game.
Massive.
So you don't want to say that, but yeah.
No, but you know what I'm like. That's clearly again like incorrect. But the whole saga was hilarious. I think people are like taking out on Booker way too much. Obviously, it's just like the nature of Twitter.
If you're just a lacrosse gambling guy and you're that, I'm not. Yeah, I would have used the choice word, being like dickhead or douche. Like, you're gonna be that guy being rude to Booker. Like, you have no place. There's no place in the game for that. There's no place in the game. Booker's the man.
Yeah,
what he's done for the sport over the last 15 years, 15 years, including everything that he's put into lacrosse broadcasting specifically to like get it off of ESPN, just when it was just on ESPNU, and he wanted to bring it over to other platforms.
Yeah, I think
now it's on the Big Ten network. Now ESPN has obviously expanded into the sport. It's on ESPN Plus. Like, you can get mad about it, but like, don't take it out on Booker. Take it out on the NCAA.
Well, dude, I think too that the bigger issue is that, like, obviously there's a ton of complaints that you have to have like fucking Flow Sports and like all the different shit.
Dude, I saw the game tonight is on Midco Sports.
Yeah, like no shot I'm watching that. Like zero. Like, I'm not paying for Midco Sports.
Why? It's one of the top streaming platforms. Yeah, it's insane.
But
I
like,
think.
But that's not a problem.
I think Denver's a lock to cover in that, by the way. Don't
like
get into that.
Dude, 6'4", like
5 and a hook.
Yeah, it's but the problem is like, it's not that Corrigan Sports Network exists. It's that there's not a big enough deal between NCAA Lacrosse and ESPN where they can unify it on one platform. Like, that's why there's a million different platforms. It's not the platform's like fault for stepping in and making sure a game gets streamed when it otherwise wouldn't be.
The other side of that coin too is you have the Big Ten who has their own streaming platform. You have the Patriot League who's on CBS. You're never going to unify all these leagues, conferences to one.
Should we get into Richmond ND, because that's along those lines?
Oh, dude, yeah, you have to fill me in on that, because I saw it on Twitter.
So Eagle could help out with this too. The game is being played at a neutral site. I don't know why. I didn't look into the details on that. And that neutral site being Northwestern means that Big Ten Network picks it up. But neither of those teams are in the Big Ten, so the Big Ten won't pick it up. And then that's part of it, I think. But more so, when they decided on this venue, the venue itself didn't put together a streaming or a broadcasting team for the event. So it's just two teams getting together to play a little ball.
No stream.
Nothing.
And it's because...
And it's 1 versus 2.
And it's because Northwestern is a part of the Big Ten, and obviously neither of those teams are in that
And so, like, they won't allow ESPN to go there because their Big Ten network broadcasts those games.
Dude.
And this is 1 versus 2. It's like... I don't want to say it's a game of the... It's the game of the year.
It is.
Could be the best game of the year.
Knowing what we know now, like, QMD was the game of the year, but obviously, like, since then, they've both, like, dropped a few.
It's such brutal timing for the NCAA and NCAA Lacrosse as a whole to have the Booker thing go down.
Oh.
And then somebody... I saw this, I think it was yesterday, go, wait, there's no streaming or there's no broadcast set up for Richmond ND? Or someone posed the question, they were like, wait, like, who's going to broadcast this game? Then people started digging into it. Now it's going viral because of the Booker thing that just happened.
What if Booker steps in and he's like, I'm going to redeem myself?
I saw some theories out there that he's gone.
What if there's another video review and he also hops in there and then also denies his involvement?
No, he might have said something. It was either him or Eamon McEnany, another legend, was like, I know a guy that would do it for a few cold beverages after the game.
you can't not televise 1-2,
dude,
this year. Like that Richmond team, after watching it again this weekend, is so nasty.
Yeah, they're so
fun to watch.
They're so deep too. Dude, that's bullshit if that's not streamed.
Has
like
to be
what's the solution? But like,
I don't think it's gonna.
Yeah, if it's Big Ten Network.
Oh yeah, everyone's saying Batman Night to Corkin Sports Network.
Maybe say the game flies out to Chicago.
Imagine we
live streams it.
We throw like a $100 like paywall on it, like some crazy number.
People will pay.
Yeah, I mean you could probably throw like a ridiculous price tag on that.
Twitter search bar sucks, dude. Eamon McEnany had such a good. He's like, I know a guy.
That's who I was thinking of instead of Booker Corrigan. I know Booker from the MIA, but Eamon McEnany was the guy who called like all those big college.
That's who he was. Time Rum.
Yeah.
Speaking of time and rum, dude, good to hear Joe Beninati back on the call. Down there in Maryland, UVA Maryland. Let's jump into that game. That was a sick game.
That was a banger.
Wow, what's his famous line? I don't know why it's blanking on me. Where he goes, "Shot, score!"
He had the call right when Sergio Perkovic hit that. Was he the one who did Motor City Hitman, or was that somebody else?
I think that was Eamon McEnany. Might have been.
Yeah.
No, Joe Beninati's he's the one who goes, "Score!" You would if you could pull up a clip of him doing it, it's so good. But the big story of this game is Will Schauer going down with a knee injury. Right, so it's the lefty hash if you're that lefty attackman, and the kid comes up the hash as a lefty, rolls back right. Schauer's knee plants upfield and then just doesn't go back. So his foot got stuck in the turf and his knee went the wrong way. As a knee guy, it looked to me like probably ACL, meaning his thigh slid down, his thigh muscle. I don't want to speculate, but it didn't look good.
Dude, that sucks, man.
It didn't look good,
and knee go in towards it, like it almost like looked like it folded in on itself.
Well, and so that's the biggest thing with turf. Why I personally don't like turf. I think games should be put on grass, and a lot of people would say the same thing: is that your foot catches. Where on grass, it slides. So
you're a thick grass. Like you like playing on the thickest grass possible.
Nobody's better on grass than Gump. Nobody's better. Your favorite player is getting locked up on grass. You put me on turf, whole different story. I've completely switched my role. I'm now like the third defenseman playing off ball, guarding the crease guy.
Totally. Vacuum on grass too.
Oh, stops in the ground. I don't have to chase it.
Yeah.
That looked it looked ugly. And the way he grabbed it when he went down, like, you also hate to see that, because normally, like, if you again, like, having done that, like, if you know that you're fine and you can get up, you're gonna pop right back up and just like tell everybody, hey, we're good. When you know it's bad, you're clutching and like you don't want to leave the field because you know, like, oh damn, that is probably it's not good. I hope that it's not that, and that it's just a weird, maybe a dislocation and nothing torn, where he can come back in a couple weeks. But it didn't look good, and you got to feel for him, obviously, and just that Maryland team as a whole, where, like, you haven't had Spanos up until this point dealing with an injury. I can't remember what that was. It might have been his hand or maybe upper body.
I think it was upper body.
But then you lose Will Schauer. But they obviously come back. You get Zach Whittier there, the Kensington, Maryland native, puts one in triple OT, sick game. UVA showing signs of life.
Yeah, dude. I've probably sent you the Robbie Hopper tape at some point, right?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. I was watching that. That was insane.
No. I'm talking that at the Spalding High School.
Oh yeah.
Imagine playing that, like, that.
For context, listeners, we used to watch this kid's tape. We're gonna sound like such idiots, but Sammy would
cut it.
Sir, cut this. Sammy would show me random pulls. Like, I hate to do tricks on it for this kid, but we watched Stuzens back in the day too when he was coming up. I think he was at Gilman, and we were like, "Yo, this kid's gonna be a problem." But the Hopper tape was nuts too.
Yeah, that kid is ridiculously tall too.
And he's Stuzen or Hopper?
Hopper.
They honestly play a lot of like.
Yeah. That goal was, I mean, dude, like a freshman like face dodging a Maryland pole. Like,
bro, did you see who he toe dragged?
No.
Will Schaller.
Damn. That's gotta, yeah. That's.
He was swinging swords at it though, which.
He probably
I
was
was
like
a little
this.
surprised.
He probably was like, "There's no way." Like this kid, like.
And he's thinking he's gonna dump this as a righty.
Yeah,
he's gonna dump this to this wing. I gotta stay put. So he just kind of holds his like head spot and swings, and then he toe drags the swing, and then brings it back so that this kid behind him can't trail check him, and then he twists it, which was I was like, dude.
So I mean, that decision, it's almost like Robbie has like 2-3, and he's just like bluffing the pot, and like it just works out. Like Schaller's like, there's no way he's gonna pull this.
And like no way he's gonna try and face dodge me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like freshman pole.
Freshman pole, he's played
UVA
like,
Maryland.
Played like 6 or 7 games. But that showed shades of Cade Sawstad and Cole Kasner. To where those kids used to push.
Dude,
not too often, but when they would push, like, heads up.
I'm blanking on the UVA LSM, Jared Connors. He used to push,
man, he pushed.
Talk about tranny, man.
He was no one ran tranny like him back in the day. Like, there wasn't really LSMs pushing like that. And also staying in it, like, setting picks and rolling off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've loved the way you, specifically Lars Tiffany's, like, coached up those polls, because if you remember, he had Larkin Kemp, and I'm blanking on the other poll they had on that team. He was also a problem.
This would be an unbelievable poll, but I don't know.
I want to say he was number 25, and he also had a couple-year career in the PLL. But he coached those kids to stay in it. Like, they'd be running double pole training.
Oh, yeah.
Like...
So sick. That's like, unfortunately you can't do this, but like that is how every team should play. It's way more entertaining to watch a lacrosse game like that.
I get so frustrated when like the kids I coached like say like, oh no, like I don't clear the ball. I'm like, yes you do. Yes you do. You play lacrosse.
Yeah.
You're supposed to want the ball in your stick. Like so many of the polls I coach over the last like 5 years, like, oh no, I don't clear it. I'm like, yeah, you do, buddy.
Like, you're that good at defense? Like, you're just...
Literally, like, I can vividly remember this 6th grader being like, I'm a stay-at-home defenseman. And I'm like, you're in 6th grade.
Dude, everybody's, like, the specialization of everything, like, do you have a 6th grader on your team that's like a FOGA? Or you like, that's nuts.
Actually, no, that was the club kids I coached. The Challenger kids I coach.
Even club,
buddy, you're doing everything.
You're in the mix. We might throw a poll in
everything. Oh, I'll randomly do that to kids.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, go out there and the man down. Like, what? And I'm like, don't think, just do it. You're like 10.
Yeah,
these are the best times of your life in terms of lacrosse. You can play any position.
Yeah, and like, there's no
no pressure.
Yeah,
have fun. But getting back to my original point, like. The way UVA has brought up those poles to play like that, and especially big kids where you didn't really see a lot of big poles over here. Because when we were coming up, every pole was like 6'4", 6'3", 6'2". Like, that smaller pole where, what's his face really coined it? Oh,
Loyola.
Played at Loyola.
Yeah.
That LSM. Oh, this is going to kill me because I love
We
that
might have
guy.
to, like, actually look that. Oh, Scott Ratliff.
Scott Ratliff, dude. Scott Ratliff.
What a pull.
Scott
Eisenstat
Ratliff.
1 on the
Nice
polls,
pull,
gum
Eisenstat.
0
Yeah,
thus
I know,
far.
Dude, normally I'm shooting at a high clip. But that smaller, like, the coaches just weren't recruiting that at that time.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, it's so cool to see the evolution of defensemen and poles as a whole, to where, like, you get kids like Robbie Hopper and, like, Stuzen and Connors and kids who are bigger, who are coming downhill.
Dude, Lehigh has a ton of those kids, too. Like, year after... I mean...
How about that Lehigh kid, God damn it, dude.
It's like... there's two things. Like,
Rex Road is a deep pull, but...
No, he played at Rutgers.
No.
Yeah.
You're thinking of Craig Chick.
Yeah.
Damn it, dude. I'm way off right now.
Didn't look that one up.
And I'm thinking...
That one was off the top.
No, there was a nasty LSM from Lehigh the last couple of years that I can't remember. But I'm thinking of... I was just going to randomly bring up the Marquette kid with 12 ground balls in a game. He was like 12 and 5.
With the Lehigh kid?
No, this is the Marquette kid.
Oh, okay.
Because Dulac goes, did you see his kid's stat line last night? I go, what, like, I don't know, like 6 and 2? And he's like 12 and 5.
If you got 12 GB, if you got 12
5 CTOs.
GBs and 5 CTOs in like 3 games, you're probably a first team all conference like player. In 3 games. Like if you average 4 GBs.
I think I like
and,
had
like,
that
1
in my
point.
junior year in 1 year, and I was like, hell of a year.
People are
Man,
gonna-
it was a hell of a season.
People are gonna love me at the Brick. Like,
I'm a hero.
dude. On Lehigh though,
I think his name is Woodridge.
whoever's the stat keeper there, like he's definitely involved with the lacrosse program a little more than because there's like I get that's the style they play, like they double early, but there's just no
Mason
no
Woodward, dude, and I confuse that kid's name with a different kid all the time.
That's the Marquette kid, right?
Yeah, and he was the one who was like 12-5 as a freshman. But
think-
BJ Grill was the other kid
Truth.
who was great for them too.
I think Mason's back there. I think he's the defensive coordinator at Marquette now.
Good for him, man. He's a problem.
Did you ever see that documentary on the first Marquette team? Because they're a new program.
I think in the last like 15 years.
So they did a documentary on the Marquette lacrosse team. This is a crazy tangent, crazy pull. They did a documentary on it,
They're in shit.
and essentially they took all the kids like freshmen. They were like, all right, like you're committed to Marquette, you come on campus. First year, we're not playing any outside competition. We're just practicing.
No.
Yes, dude, yes. In Wisconsin. That's where Marquette is, right?
Yeah, it's in Milwaukee.
Freezing cold. Full year, no games. Summer off, back into fall ball.
Picture the dog days of February, and you're like, oh my
Oh.
god, we have 2 more months.
And it
And
gets to like -3 regular
And we're
temps.
still-
There's no shot they have a bubble.
They do have a bubble. That's
Now,
like their big
That's
advantage.
recent, though.
If it was like 12 years ago when they started,
Tell me that's
Yeah,
recent.
I have no idea. About 12 years ago.
dude, can you imagine putting your latex gloves on underneath like your actual gloves?
I was
to
never.
go-
I couldn't. No, I was never doing that.
Or
I was gonna
dude,
get frostbite before I put on latex gloves.
but like, it's probably consistently like below
To take
10
the
degrees.
Slippers off of the pod. You guys didn't see anything.
Below 10 degrees, you're freezing your literal nuts off. Dude,
I have
imagine
tiny nuts.
imagine how much like you would hate everybody on your team like after pretty much like what 20 months straight of like just
Or the
internal
egos
practice.
that get built because like there's always like a handful of kids that are just like they've either figure out that matchup or
Yeah.
like they just for some reason they're better in practice, and everyone and that kid has the biggest ego. He's been dominating for like
Yes.
6 months.
Yes. Oh,
That's insane. I gotta check that out.
dude, you should watch that. And then that next year they make the tournament game and they lose to UNC by a thin margin. It's a sick doc. It's a sick doc.
Speaking of sick documentaries they might have to do recently, I mean, the case BU's making in the Patriot League over the last couple of years, it's insane.
Dude,
Like to be a new program and just have the success that they've had.
they've beaten Army what 5 times in a row?
6,
Six?
including that last game.
Damn, dude.
They beat them in the They beat them in the Patriot League. Was it last year or the year before? I think it was the game that I'm looking to bring up is like one where like
Yeah.
BU had no chance, weaker team that year. I think it was last year.
I think Army might have been like undefeated or
They were rolling.
yeah, they beat UNC. I think they used to play Syracuse. They don't anymore.
Bro, I think it was. I feel like they lost to UMass.
22? Oh no, 23.
No, because I was there. No, it might have been the year after. I can't remember, but it's like BU just has people's number in the Pat League, man.
Dude, Timmy Shanahan too.
That kid's a problem.
Yeah, kid's an issue.
They just keep wheeling those random, like, dynamic ex-attackmen out of nowhere.
Yeah, who's the kid? Timmy.
Vinny D'Alto.
Vinny D'Alto.
He was a problem.
Yeah, he's good.
Timmy Lay. Shout out to Timmy Lay. He's a good kid. He was.
They had that
I think he has their points record.
that all Long Island attack line, right?
Yeah, I think what was his name? Louis Perfetti, the other kid.
Oh yeah, good. That's a great poll. 1-1 on polls.
I bodied him in 22 right in front of all the UMass kids. It was like, oh my god, we're gonna roll. And a little stat pad. I picked up the GB, and then all of a sudden they just scored like 15 in a row.
Flood beats. Yeah, it was a tough one. That's tough. That's a tough drive back.
I would have
to
done
Amherst.
anything to not bring that up in this podcast, but we did. But no, 6 in a row for BU against Army specifically. But I would love to make a case that Nickerson Field is one of the hardest places to play in the country for no reason.
Yeah, because like when you think about like the dome,
Maybe UNC there, like 5 or 6 years ago.
I don't know why it's so hard to play there. Because like it's not like when you think about hard places to play, like the
it's usually
dome,
atmosphere.
Yeah,
Not that
like
it's a bad atmosphere. It's just there's no like one thing that's really bad about it. It's just a hard place to play.
crazy things happen in Boston, man.
Crazy things do happen in Boston. BU takes down Army. I mean, I don't know who's gonna win the Pat League, man.
Dude, well, Colgate lost to somebody this weekend. I'm blanking on who, but like they just like
Easy.
they've been on a roll too.
He's on it.
Nothing gets by.
Nothing gets by Eagle.
Give me 2 minutes.
And then like Lafayette beats Army the other day. And Army loses to BU. Like that league's on crack.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's literally like, I mean, you could see Army winning it, obviously. You could see BU winning it, obviously.
All BU needs is an inch, and they'll take a mile too. Like that's gonna change the course there.
I wouldn't be shocked if Colgate won it. Would you?
No. Colgate, the way they play against Virginia, like if they can bottle that up and play like that every
Lafayette, dark horse. Kids have heart up there in
so
PA.
much heart, man. So much heart. The Leopards really, really hate to lose.
Do you think Leopards is a good or bad mascot?
Bad externally, like to the naked eye, but I think
Yeah.
you take a peek under the hood, and those guys probably love it. There's probably some type of nickname.
You think like Leps? They call it like Go Leps.
Pards.
Still Pards?
Roll Pards.
I think it's Pards.
Okay.
They could do I mean, I think you could get a little bit of an aggressive redesign on the logo. I think it is a little like.
It should be something.
Too
Yeah.
cartoony.
It should be something menacing. We don't need the whole leopard in that.
I want a leopard with like who looks very fast.
I want it to be sick almost, and like it just came from a kill. Like
it's salivating.
bags
there's like
under
blood.
its eyes. Yeah, it's like blood on its teeth. Maybe just gotta have a fight.
There's like a piece of fur hanging from like.
There's like something nasty on its eye. Like maybe the eye is like a cataract. Like it's
It's
old and
bloodshot.
mangy, but like it's here to stay.
You're gonna have some sort of activist group after you with that, though.
No, they're not watching this.
Boys up in Lafayette. It's our biggest fan base.
Yeah.
It is true.
To go
Pards
back
do
to
love
the
this
Colgate point, they lost to Bucknell.
And here come the Bison. They got
Dude,
something to say about it.
Bison, great mascot.
And they do it right. They got a nice orange bison.
yeah, dude.
Talk about some guys who like to celebrate a win.
Oh, yeah. Fun school. Very fun school.
The Bison really like to. They'll celebrate anything down there.
They're kind of a dark horse in the Pat too. They're 2-1 right now with wins over Lehigh and Colgate and that 4-goal loss.
They don't
Also,
even
dude,
sleep on
Holy
Lehigh.
Cross. Like,
Holy Cross has something to say as well. They're done losing.
dude. I mean, they recruit
Crusaders,
well
man.
too. Like,
They're also 2-1 in the
I
Pat.
talked about it with
Yeah.
Lax Capper. He's like, they're bringing a lot back this year.
dude.
Lax
That
Capper,
guy is like the most honest shit like ever.
I was like telling him like, hey, I got a tip on Holy Cross Providence, like blah 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 blah, and he goes, oh no, like the Crusaders are bringing a ton back this year, like they clear the ball really well. Historically, like here's how they do against Providence. I was like, whoa, all right.
Yo, we should actually have him on and have him remain anonymous because you can tell he doesn't want he doesn't want to be affiliated with like his name and whatever. But that guy will literally be like, I love the under in UMass Lowell versus Drexel.
That's our secret gambling guy that we've been looking for.
Yeah, he almost could make a case for
He's
like
our X factor.
we might have to give up like 50% of the equity in the podcast just for tips from Lax Capper.
Hey, not that, maybe 40.
We'll lowball him at 40, but he could probably get up. He could probably get up to 60, 70, if we're being real. Yeah, I mean, dude, the Patriot League.
BU always has a disgusting goalie too.
I don't know where they're like. Where are the kids?
Bro,
Are they all on
everywhere.
island?
Bro, they're from everywhere. Dude.
Yeah.
So for context, back in the day, listeners, one of my best friends had transferred there, and so I would hang out with these kids usually once or twice in the summer, and like meeting these kids is like, "What's up, man? Like I'm fucking Jimmy from like Tacoma, Washington." I'm like, "What?"
Oh,
And
really?
then they're like, "Oh yeah, like this is like Billy from Colorado, and like this is friggin' Johnny from like North Carolina." Like they're from everywhere,
Damn.
everywhere, and especially the West Coast.
Damn, that's crazy.
And then you get
I
those
would
Long
think-
Island and Connecticut and Mass, and
Dude,
like
they're
they
taking-
get the hotbed kids too, but they get these random kids from all over.
Yeah, I mean, they're only taking, it seems like 1 or 2 Mass guys per year, from what I'm clocking right now.
It's literally the gentrification of Massachusetts college lacrosse, man. Can't even get into a school like BU anymore.
Fuck, dude. All right, what else? Princeton, Yale.
Speaking of Mass guys, cooking down there in New Haven. Jake Vanna, I think he had 3. This kid, also for some context for the listeners, I coached this kid briefly in the summer with a club program, and they would just send this kid like against anybody. So he was a freshman, and they're like, "Oh no, we need a guy for the seniors." Like roll out Vanna, and he was lighting it up. He had 5 goals
Clams?
in this game. No, this was Guerrilla Lacrosse.
Yeah.
Newly rebranded into Freight Train.
Oh,
And-
that's their calling now?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. And then he comes out of that senior game. They're like, "All right, you can use him here at the sophomores." I'm like, "How old is this kid? Like, is this legal?" They're like, "Oh yeah, like he's younger. Like you can use him wherever you need." And like the dad's like, "Yeah, use him wherever you need." Like,
Talk
just
about
loves ball.
He's getting runs, too.
Bro, loves ball.
Well, he was doing that in the summer?
This was in the summer, and he was going to
Damn.
St. John's Prep. I think he might have even been in 8th grade. This was years ago. It's like
Dude,
5 years ago.
Good for him, too, because, like...
Dude, this kid had so much heart. Like, I loved coaching.
Yeah, it's a tough ask to be like, gotta run you with the seniors. You're like 14.
He wanted
That's how
it
you
though,
get
bro.
better though.
No,
like,
absolutely.
running against 17-year-olds, guys who have full beards, and you're
Yeah.
baby-faced 8th grader.
Oh, dude, he was great. Back
Also,
then, too.
you're not factoring.
I've kept my eye on him like every year since then, being like, that is an old soul. That is a throwback downhill mass guy. Helmet's like second bar syndrome. Like doesn't even care about how he looks. Just getting downhill, righty lefty stingers. Like he's a stud, man. And that Princeton team is so good, dude. Kabiri hit one of the craziest S dodges I've seen in a while, where it's not crazy in the sense of like a highlight reel, it's just crazy like that Yale defenseman, like why are you giving him that angle? Like this Yale defenseman just doesn't want to give him his right, so he's shading him with his left leg or his right leg in between his body, and Kabiri just hops upfield, just foot in the ground downhill.
Yeah.
Nobody comes to it either.
That offense is. I mean, credit to Yale for keeping like the score to what it was. Like,
Yale's so tough, man.
Yeah.
Especially in New Haven, like you're always gonna get their best. I
Yeah.
can't remember one time I've seen them get blown out there.
Oh, there was one team that I think Army last year.
We
Like,
blew them out there when I was a senior, right?
huh?
No, I'm just kidding. No, but they like obviously with Coach Shea, like they're always gonna roll with a tough group, but at home specifically, like the whole crowd's on top of you, they're blaring music in the speaker, like it's just a hard place to play.
Dude, the lacrosse only facility too.
Oh,
Like,
that's awesome.
so money.
And they just come running out of that tunnel, like it's an intimidating place to play. It's a hard place to play, and they always have a tough team, which then plays into like that atmosphere.
Yeah.
And then like if you're somebody who's maybe not used to like a big lacrosse game, like maybe you just wherever you were at the high school you didn't play in one, or maybe not as big of an atmosphere as that, and then you get to that stage and there's like a couple thousand people legit like on your bench, like that the feeling
Yeah,
right there.
No, I know what you're talking about. The stands are so close to the bench.
Or you're an older kid who hasn't got that experience. Now you're out there as a junior or senior. Like that's an intimidating place to play
Yeah,
if you're a little inexperienced.
those kids are big too.
So tough.
They're really beefing those kids up.
Oh man, they're shooting. I wonder what their meal they have. I heard they have customized meal plans to where it's like Jimmy is a stocky guy. He's on all beef.
We want
He's
to
on
lean
all protein.
Yeah, we want to lean him up.
Right. Like
Yeah.
He doesn't need that extra. He doesn't need those carbs.
I mean, dude, when you Joe Tsai, like you pretty much have unlimited money.
I love the story of what was his face 41 Brandau, where they had him.
Yeah.
They had him holed up in a penthouse in Brooklyn, shipping him into practice every day.
What?
But I was
Actually?
a kid,
What was he?
he had that the COVID thing the Ivy kids did. Where
Oh yeah, he did right. Like it's weird with the Ivies where you have to like take a sabbatical semester.
You can't be on campus enrolled in classes. So they had him holed up in an apartment in Brooklyn. Take the train and like get there either right before or right after practice and like say what's up to the boys and like go out and practice on his own.
Oh, because I think I know what you're saying. Like he had the COVID year, but he had
And
to
he
take
didn't
off,
want to leave.
He had to take off like the fall.
He wasn't allowed to be
Yeah.
enrolled in classes. So like
He essentially took a gap year.
he had basically one semester left of classes.
Yeah.
And if
he elected to take
if he
that in
enrolls in
spring.
them in the fall, he can't do them in the spring. So he enrolls in the spring, and Sai's got him holed up in Brooklyn, doing whatever, and then he's coming in for practice, like before or after, hanging out with the boys.
Got to imagine that's like a nice enough. Like it's a 2-bed. Like Joe's.
I got that from the most unreliable source ever in the Finksburg, Maryland native.
Okay.
McDonough.
Yeah.
But they were also like best friends, like really close family friends too. So that piece of information is reliable. It's just the source is not to be trusted.
I'm willing to break some news on the podcast and just say that happened.
No, like I got it on reliable authority.
Yeah.
I called that specific source out on so many things, probably over 50 things over the years. But that one was like
that
a
does
reliable
track.
piece of intel.
Well, I'm assuming too that he probably had some kind of like job or internship in the fall.
Well, I have it on reliable authority as well because I know another person in the Ivy League who did the same thing. Like it was like kind of if you didn't want to leave your school, because like Chris Lyons and Michael Leo who are at Maryland, like if you don't want to leave, that's how you do it. You just take the semester off. But some kids are like, this is too much. I'm like training in every day and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of like the best. It depends like how much you're doing and what you're doing. Like
imagine you're Chris Conlon though, and you're at Notre Dame and you're sitting at your desk in private equity or investment banking, whatever he was in. They're like, Chris, we could really use you, man. Could really use you in the clear.
Dude.
And you get the call
that
back.
Story too. He was probably chilling in fucking South Bend he's the richest guy like ever. After that, I mean, and like,
he's a great kid too. He was in that Holy Cross debacle where I visited their freshman year.
yeah. Dude,
beauty.
That makes you appreciate it so much more if you're like, fuck, man, like my boss just sent me like, please fix like on a slide deck, like I gotta finish this up for another 2 hours, then maybe I go to bed at 1, and then like fast forward.
I bet you shove it up your hoop. I'm headed to.
Fast forward, you're in South Bend. Like you guys, you guys just beat Virginia, and you're like partying sack with the team, and you just have literally fun bucks you can just throw around. Like you've had a fucking job for.
You gotta get him
months.
on.
Dude,
you gotta get him on to he doesn't even have to talk about anything he doesn't want to, but we just have to talk about how he took care of the boys. With, I think, almost 9 months of investment banking checks piled up.
Dude, I think it's probably the same way for like NIL now, like in terms of like how people are like taking care of the boys. Right?
I just don't know how well the boys are getting paid.
I think the upper echelon. I think
it's like, hey, Liquid IV, here's your promo code 25.
Oh no, dude! I think like there's probably like 4. I think they're paying transfers. Like I think
they
paying kids
are.
transfers.
It was more of a joke, but I don't know.
How much that is. It is like
I don't think it's liquid cash either. I think it's like you have to like do this Dunkin' Donuts promotion, and then like maybe we cut you a check that's like quarterly payments installed over the course of like 10 years.
Yeah,
we're gonna pay you $25 every quarter. Spread it out over the next 10.
By the time you're 60, we're gonna
really make it worth your while.
You're gonna be sitting pretty. Oh, all right. What else do we got on here?
I mean, we gotta get into UMass High Point. The listeners, there's probably 7 or 8 people listening, and probably 5 or 6 of them are UMass people.
Yeah.
I mean, numbers don't tell the story with High Point. This team probably should be ranked in the top 10.
Maybe top 5 too.
Yeah, I mean, and if we're gonna go that far, like they're probably top 3 with the goaltending they're getting.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I don't even think UMass should have moved out of the top 20. Like, if we're putting it in the perspective of like, if UMass loses to Princeton, like they're probably still around. Like that's how that loss.
And that's how you should be viewing it. Like
Yeah.
High Point is like not at like a Richmond or an ND, but like a Princeton, UNC, right in that range probably.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they've played some metal.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the hardest schedules in the country. Look at strength of schedule. Like, I don't know if the data is wrong, but High Point should probably be the hardest schedule in the country.
When I ran High Point through my RPI calculation matrix that I've built out,
Right.
they literally popped in at number 4.
Right. That's where I had them as well. I had them in my matrix at like 3, I think 4. Might have even been 5, but one of the best teams in the country. Tough one for UMass. The guys just weren't used to the heat as well.
Dude, I literally asked in our group chat, like, what's the temperature?
Way too hot. Way too hot on the guys.
I mean, you're going from playing, like, in 20 or 30 degree weather every day at practice to just the blazing North Carolina heat. I'm also suspecting... I don't want to...
foul play.
Yeah, I don't want to throw this out there, but I think there might have been some kind of, like, conspiracy going on.
Are you talking about poisoning, like lead paint in the water or something?
Maybe my indication was maybe like space heaters on the field to make it feel even hotter.
Heated turf on the UMass side.
Heated turf.
I mean, I've heard of people doing that. I think at the end of the day, like High Point has to do whatever they need to win. Like they're obviously one of the best teams in the country. Like they're looking to go to the tournament.
It's a national
head
championship
to the big dance,
aspiration.
win 4 games, and they're getting rings.
Yeah.
Right? Statues are being built. Like, this is the team that has big aspirations, and UMass was in the way, and ultimately, you know, they did what they had to do in things like heated turf, maybe lead paint. I heard that they positioned the locker room like 2 miles away from the field.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Brown literally did that to us when I was a senior. Remember that?
When you were a 5th year?
When I was a senior. Remember we walked literally a mile away.
Through their tailgate, too.
We walked so far, Eagle, and then as we're walking, like a guy like me who like the littlest thing on a game day can piss me off, I was like, "There's a locker room right there!" Like, and we looked, and there was literally a guy like manning a door.
I will say though, if you're gonna say that, where UMass puts the opposing team is literally like it's not the worst, and I think you can guess what the worst one is, but it's up there.
What's the worst one?
Drexel, by far.
Oh, I forgot.
It's literally
tied my cleats at a desk.
It's literally. Plus, if UMass is coming to town, it's not exactly a group of guys that thrived in the classroom, right?
No.
Brings up some bad memories.
Except Gump freshman year fall 3-9. Should have been a
3-9,
except for a B in Comm 101.
But that locker room is literally like, there's like a whiteboard, like maybe there's like a chalkboard, and then it's like single file kind of desks pushed into a corner.
Well, but the worst part was it was 4 classrooms.
Yeah, so that split us up into multiple rooms.
So that like we're like, all right, boys, get in here. Like you like literally can't like fit in that one room, and you're like trying to get fired up, and you're like, God damn it, man, we're in a classroom.
Drexel up there for, in my mind, like the obvious answer in terms of like what's the worst place to play, like what's the most challenging from a visitor's perspective. Like Cuse is the obvious answer.
You're not exactly in the best neighborhood.
Nobody talks about like Drexel. UMass Lowell isn't exactly the most accommodating locker room in the world, you know? Like some of those teams are...
It's some of the worst post-game showers of all time.
Where?
Drexel.
Dude.
There was like 4 shower heads.
Wait, let me remember.
There was one with 2... I forget where it was.
and you're like right on top of each other.
Oh no, dude! You guys missed Richmond. Had like
We never played them.
Richmond. We were in their soccer locker room, which was like a U. But then when you get in there, it's one like spigot or whatever, like a post with like 8. So like all the boys are just kind of like sitting around.
Oh,
And it's tough. Actually, I might be remembering that wrong.
The best thing about playing at Drexel, not that there was a lot of great things, but I
was
think we
gonna say,
stayed
what
at a
is a good
really,
thing about
I
playing
think we
at
stayed at a really nice hotel. First of all, the last
because
time
you
we played
kind of
there.
have to.
Well,
But
Tui had
then-
the best room in the house as well.
Yep, he did. You remember that. The
I was
best
just
thing
saying,
that
I
ever
touched it.
happened at Drexel was the pregame practice on like the Friday before, one of the hottest days in April you've ever seen in Philadelphia. We're on the field, sticks and gloves or whatever, doing our walkthrough.
It was a hot day.
And this group of kids comes in from off the streets and grabs Sean Scanoni's goalie stick and starts to run away with it. And I think it was Jordan Jacobs, who was our strength trainer at the
my
time,
God.
started to chase them, and they started throwing rocks at him.
Oh,
Yeah, true story. Drexel.
damn.
Talk about a tough squad, man. They were hard to play.
Then
That's
then
the
you
point.
get into the showers after a tight one, and you're standing right next to whoever, waiting for your cold shower,
Shoulder to shoulder.
shoulder to shoulder next to Greg Pandice,
Oh, I forgot that it was tight in there too.
and the soap was always empty.
Know who else I hated their showers? Albany.
Yeah,
You don't remember
Albany
that?
was-
It'd be a line of like 10 guys waiting, and you're like, "Damn, boys, hurry up in there!" And then you get in, you're like, "Oh, this is why we're waiting." There's 3 shower heads.
Honestly, this is gonna sound kind of strange, but Army showers, I was like, fucking right, so gritty.
You know who had the worst was Harvard. Harvard.
Really?
Yeah, that away locker room was terrible.
I don't remember that.
Dude, I can't remember anything
It's,
right now.
it's so unmemorable. It's so bad.
Providence had great showers.
Yeah, I mean
Phenomenal.
that was
Providence
pretty
did
much a
have
brand new
showers.
facility.
They
We were
actually
the
they
hockey
do have
facility.
they have great facilities over there.
I'm trying to remember Armies though. I can't really remember those. Actually, Army was pretty
Piss.
spacious
Piss and vinegar in the showers though, like
in terms of grit.
yeah, like
You're
you
underneath the
know,
bleachers at Mikey Stadium. What do you expect?
yeah, no, exactly, and like it's a military school, you gotta, you know, you're not exactly getting the warmest shower of your life, but
It's
No.
not the Ritz.
yeah,
Not the Ritz. We did stay at the Ritz though. We played Hofstra back in the day.
Was
you're
that the
right.
Was that
Did,
the Ritz
you're
or was
right.
that a Ritz
I
property?
left
or
my
something?
Boyden shoes there too, which sucked. Those were good Boydens my freshman year.
Yeah, that was soft. Yeah, because the Gardens, I think it was the Garden City parents put us up, and Mr. Wygan came through with lunch or something
yeah,
like
all
that.
those. It was like Buffalo
Subs.
Moots.
Yeah,
Dude, that I remember that hotel vividly. That was like comically nice,
yeah.
like honeymoon.
I was like, why are we here?
I think they like said something along the lines of "This is the nicest hotel you'll ever stay at." Like the Lax backers really showed out for this one.
Oh, because it was a Long Island Lax Packers wanted to pitch in, show the boys a nice,
Yeah,
nice
Yeah.
day.
You got some Italian guy being like 50 grand. Who cares?
Now
Yeah.
that's Italian.
Yeah. Oh,
Those
fuck.
were always the best meals though, man. Chicken parm and a pie.
Oh yeah.
I celebrated my 22nd birthday in that Hofstra Airport Hotel.
Airport hotel.
Remember that hotel we went in 21? Where it was like there was like windows in the ceiling, and it was like a motel hotel.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
And you
yes.
got your chicken parm and your pie. Head back to your room. Don't talk to anybody.
Yeah,
And I
during
remember
COVID.
I remember literally, and like we all were taking that really seriously. So there's a crazy story attached. But I just remember being like, "This is 22, huh?"
Dude.
Not that I'm like a birthday guy, but it's just that, like your 22nd birthday after your 21st is like because it's just like
You were a junior too at that point.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first trip to Hofstra. I'm thinking the second one, which was probably the worst road trip I ever had, and unfortunately my last, because of my roommate situation. I was with Siebert the entire year and got stuck with a freshman who won't be named. Last road trip of the
Give
year.
me a number though, just because
You know who it is.
can't really see.
Think about probably one of the worst kids we ever played with.
Oh yeah. All right.
I probably shouldn't have said that.
From upstate.
No.
Don't name
Oh,
where
no?
he's from.
No, he's a Mass kid.
I have to tell the listeners.
We're gonna have to do some digging on that. Eagle. Any other notable
Anything we
games?
missed before we wrap this up?
This is a skeleton skeleton outline. And obviously I didn't contribute, so.
Denver,
Yeah, I mean,
Ohio State.
Oh yeah.
Big fight at the end of that one.
Oh wait, there was a
forgot about that.
scrap.
Yeah.
It was
It's
decent.
like
It
playoff,
wasn't good.
like playoff hockey, guys getting after each other at the final whistle.
bunch of punks at Ohio State. Huh?
Yeah, they know they're going to see each other probably sometime in May. Late April.
You think? Does Denver come out
Denver's
of the
got to
Big
win
East?
out.
I mean, it was a 6-4 game, dude.
I'm just saying, does Denver come out of the Big East though? That's a one big league.
Yeah.
Georgetown's probably gonna win it.
If Denver's ranked high enough, though, I think they were 4 going into this game, 6, something like that.
Denver?
It was a top 10 matchup on Friday or Thursday maybe. Goalies played
don't see the
incredible.
Big East.
Who have they played though?
I don't see the Big East pulling 2 teams out of it though.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Who have they?
Like they're
have
ranked
they-
high now. I don't
Have
see
they?
it.
If actually, now that I think about it, if they beat Cuse, maybe. I just
Then
haven't.
Georgetown just lost to Richmond, so it's like beatable.
Yeah, I feel like the only possibility
And
outside.
Villanova's gonna have something to say about it.
I feel like
Come
true. I
In
forgot they were in the
April.
Big East. The only possibility 2 bid leagues outside of Ivy, Big Ten, ACC, from where I'm sitting and where my algorithm says, is the A10 if Richmond loses in that championship.
UMass is a 2-bid league. I mean, A10's a 2-bid league with UMass.
I mean, I think that they beat Cleveland State, Air Force, Utah. Utah's a pretty big win. Utah's good this year.
Utah is good this year.
They lost to
just don't
Cornell
know
by
if that-
4. They beat Michigan, then they lost to Ohio State by 2.
But
That-
does the Utah win hold weight like 3
Yeah.
4 weeks from now is a problem.
That-
Do they continue to be good?
The way I see it is they come out of the Big East though, because that goalie is so good. He
dude.
started off so
Who,
cold.
Big Tasty?
No,
Ohio
No,
State?
dude, the other
Denver.
one. Bro.
Oh
Denver
my
goalie.
God,
He saved
yeah.
the ball at a 67%
What's his name?
clip. It's
Mala.
Bro, he's saving the ball at a 67% clip.
Yeah, it's so nice.
And not only is he saving the ball at that clip, it's against good teams. Like,
yeah,
because you might say, oh, we're like
Grayson Manning,
Grayson Manning.
Grayson Manning. Wow. Is he from? From Mass?
BC kid.
British Columbia?
Yeah.
Canadian goalies, man. They're not
Canadian
scared of the
goalie
rubber.
doesn't really sit that well with.
It doesn't, but then think about this. Dylan Ward.
Oh, all right. All
Right?
right. Yeah, I
All
forgot.
right.
I forgot he was a Canadian guy.
And then you think about, I'm pretty sure Brett Dobson's Canadian.
You're right.
Yep, he is.
You're right on
Like,
that.
if you,
yeah, damn.
the goalies that Canada does send Division 1 are always good.
Famously went to St. Bonnie's and had an opportunity to play a high D1 ball like Duke or something like that in his 5th year. He was like, yeah, no, I'm just going pro. Like total Canadian lax, bro.
He was the first kid to ever turn down a 5th year to go pro.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because that year they needed goalies because a couple guys retired. I forget who, but that was like 2022 or 3. I want to say it was 3. Yeah, I can't remember. But
yeah, we'll fact check it.
yeah. The listeners will fact check it. And then he was like, "No, I'm just gonna go play pro." Like, and like all the PLL analysts, like Carcaterra and all those guys, were like, "He should go to the pros now because you don't know who's coming up next year, and like what backups fill those roles.
Yeah.
Those open roles for
Yeah.
that summer.
That's a sticky position too, where like if you're in that role, you're there. Like
Because
It's like
guys know they
switching-
can trust you. Like the pro game's different.
there's like a switching cost too. Like if you're
Yeah.
gonna switch
Oh
up.
yeah. I think some other notable Canadian
Dude,
goalies.
6-4 is a like that game. Just like the score of 6-4 is just so like
Bro,
tapped.
I was watching Notre Dame and Michigan in tandem with UMass. It was 8-4 for like literally 10 hours. Like,
Yeah.
that was a rock fight, dude. ND was battling for everything they got. I love the way Michigan plays. It's ugly, but like I don't know. I have a like soft spot for those teams.
That's
They
like
just-
Big
they just
Ten-
make it hard
It's
on
Big
you.
Ten ball,
Every year, dude. There's a surprise out of the Big Ten, and it's usually Michigan.
dude. They've had that tournament's number. Talk about a bid thief. Like,
Bid thief.
I mean, they could
Who's
have.
the other one that always steals one? Because it's not Rutgers or Hop or Maryland or Ohio State. There's another team like Michigan in there.
In the Big Ten?
Yeah.
Well, it's just Hopkins other than that, but they haven't won the Big Ten in a while.
maybe I'm just thinking of Michigan. I feel like there's another team in there that every year I'm like, oh my god, they did it again. I think it's just Michigan.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Penn State.
yes.
Yeah.
Because there's been years where like Maryland stacked and what's it called? Hopkins haven't been in it the last couple of years. But then like, oh, Penn State's down this year. And then they get into the tournament and they just start mucking it up.
I mean, dude, they literally look like if they play well, they could just beat anybody. Like, they're just so streaky, but like...
I think it has a lot to do with coaching. Tambroni just gets that group to believe in themselves.
Yeah, he's a nail gun.
Because he's like an Andy Shea where like he's wheeling out a tough group every year. It's going to be 2 or 3 undersized attackmen who just love getting to 5-5, turning it around, question mark, come up the hash thing.
Usually have a quick attackman who can feed the ball well.
And just 4 defensemen who are like crawling around on all fours, like 4 freak.
From usually
weirdos.
Central PA.
Yeah.
Central Jersey.
All they know is football, wrestling, and locking down your favorite attackman. That's it, man.
So back to
Not exactly the best readers.
No.
Or writers.
No, don't say that. Some smart kids.
No, I'm joking around. Just like
no, you're
the whole
not.
meathead.
You meant that.
The whole
Back
meathead
to Denver, Ohio State. 2 notes. Big Tasty ran the ball, had 2 shots.
I heard-
that game.
I heard he thinned out a little, and people
Yeah.
said he needs to get back to his ways. He needs to start getting a little more tasty.
Yeah. So
What-
one,
do we have
I
a
think
weight?
he saved the ball like an 80% clip or
We
something. that
need
game.
a weigh. We need like
We
a
need
current weigh-in on him
Dude,
bad.
Can we look up on here the?
It's not gonna be true. I said I was
Yeah,
like
you're right.
185 pounds.
You're right.
Um,
You think he's lost like 20?
I gave myself an inch and 15 pounds.
That's nuts.
I'm 5'11 and 3/4, so I'm basically 6 foot.
Might as well round that up to 6'1".
I mean, I'm 6'2 on skates.
yeah, I
Like,
was about to say
I'm
that.
basically 6'3.
I think the story of that game is one, Big Tasty kind of took it over, but there were a lot of, I obviously didn't watch it because don't have Big Ten Network or Big Ten Plus, but like watching the live stats as the game was going on, Denver just turned the ball over too much. Kind of Ohio State dominated at the X, and obviously I think Big Tasty had 14 or 15 saves, 4 goals allowed. He played out of
His hands are super impressive.
Yeah.
And you can't say his hands are super impressive for a guy that size. No, his hands are just super impressive. Like,
They would be impressive if he was like 5'10", 180.
yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Just for whatever size is. Like
Yeah.
he is an elite goaltender. I think will have a long career at the PLL.
Yeah. But back to
yeah.
Like he's made for that game, man. He's athletic. He's big. He likes to get involved. Like he's got a good personality.
Vocal, you can tell he's like a vocal guy.
Yeah,
out
he's
there
probably
too.
the man in the locker room. Like that's a
Yeah.
that's a kid who's gonna have a long career.
Back to Denver AQ, their remaining schedule. Syracuse tonight. Duke on Saturday at Duke. Villanova, St. John's, Providence, Marquette.
They
You want
gotta
to talk
beat
about a
Duke.
closeted Denver guy? It's Gump, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
Shout out to Connor Donahue, Rab, legend, Denver legend, and Mikey Lampert.
Yeah,
Love
so
those
they-
2 guys.
They
and
won't see
Denver
Georgetown.
is a storied program.
I think if they keep Duke and Syracuse, actually they do have Georgetown after Duke. Sorry,
that's enough meat on the bone that if they run the table, that it could possibly turn into. Like,
and the goalkeeper's so good, he's going to keep them in games. Like it's not out of the question that they could beat Syracuse tonight. They could beat Duke. Like it's.
I think Denver's a lock to cover. I said that earlier, but I think the biggest thing with good goalkeepers when ball gets more important in April and May is those kids just want to extend the season. Like those kids, just like a good attackman, when you think about like a Schellenberger or kids like that, where like they want to take over a game because they love their boys and they want to keep playing. Like good goalkeepers like want to play at their best in big games, and like you said, Joe, like that kid is only gonna get better.
Yeah.
Like and he's only gonna continue to like keep them in games, and then that defense just plays more confident. Like, dude, when you play in front of like a Scones and no like those kids, like you're like, oh man, like we can slide, we can fly around if we want. Like,
Yeah.
they're gonna be a problem. I think that I take back my one bid Big East. Like Denver could sneak in there if Georgetown or Villanova doesn't win it themselves.
I think even with one more loss, like their 2 losses are to Cornell and Ohio State, and Cornell obviously hasn't been the same. Big bounce back for them this week, but it's still Cornell. They won
I feel like
that.
whenever you need a bounce
There is-
back, you'd love to see Brown on the schedule.
Yeah.
beat down with a bunch of Ivy softies.
But yeah, I think it could be they could be in the top 10 and fighting for an AQ at the end of the year. You never know. All depends on who wins, who's in the top 12, right? Top 16, who wins their conference and what's left at the end.
You almost need like Georgetown to win a lot of games, and then after, if you beat Cuse, you need Cuse to like win a lot of ACC games because that makes that win like way more important.
I think they could, if they beat Cuse tonight and lose to Duke on Saturday, but win out from there on in and Big East play, they have a legitimate shot at losing in the Big East tournament and getting an AQ.
Yeah. All right. I mean, Denver and Cuse coming up right now. 5 minutes here, 7:55. Charlestown, Mass. State of the game headquarters.
What do you guys like tonight?
I think Denver. The more I talk about them,
What's the line?
it's 5 and a hook. I think they're gonna cover that.
It's 5.5.
Yeah.
I like the under.
Oh, dude, what's the under?
20.
It's gonna be a rock fight. It's gonna be like 13-6, something like that.
It's gonna I think it's probably even more like 10-9, 8-7, something like that.
I was thinking of how it gets under 20.
Is it
I
at
think you're
Denver?
right. It's gonna be close.
Is it at Denver?
Yeah, it's at Denver.
Okay. Yeah, I think Denver plus 5.5.
And I think if you want some value, maybe sprinkle in the money line a little bit.
What's the money line at?
Dude, they're like plus 230.
Gotta be more than that.
Yeah,
Five
plus
and a half.
5.5.
I
it's
want to
probably
say it
around
was plus.
4.
Maybe it was 320. I want to say it was the numbers with 3, 2, and 0 in it.
It's definitely above 300 because I think plus. I mean, this
Yeah,
is pretty
now-
standard.
Dude,
for
now that I
lacrosse,
think
man.
about it,
It's
I
like-
can't see in my mind Cuse winning that game like 13-7. Like
Not
I don't
flying
think
at-
that'll happen.
not flying to altitude after playing on was 12th. 12th was. Oh, I guess they're already out in Colorado. They played Air Force last week.
2 games in Colorado was nuts.
And they
Didn't
definitely
even
didn't
beat
lose.
Air Force by that.
Plus
much,
325. That was close.
Yeah, it was a 17-11 game. I think they cover, and I think there's actually a legitimate shot that Denver wins. That's my.
Right? I like that take. I mean,
Alright.
it's tough to disagree.
All right. Well, let's tie a bow in this thing, boys.
All right, boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an episode this was. Episode 3, State of the Game Lacrosse Podcast. Thank you guys for listening. Please like and subscribe on YouTube. Your host, Sam Eisenstadt, Jack Gump. Thank you for listening. Enjoy.